Speaking test instructions. The speaking test is about 20 minutes long. It contains 8 separate speaking tasks. Do your best to answer every question. Your preparation time begins as soon as the prompt appears. Read the question and organize your ideas. When you hear "Start speaking now," begin your answer right away. When you hear "Time is up," finish your sentence and stop speaking. Start speaking now. Time is up.
My favorite season is definitely autumn, especially here in Canada. I love the comfortable weather after the hot summer months, and it's just a really beautiful and cozy time of year for me. First, the changing colors of the leaves are just incredible to see. The parks are filled with bright reds, oranges, and yellows. Also, the air becomes cool and crisp, which is perfect for taking long walks outside. I enjoy wearing my favorite sweaters and a comfortable scarf again. It's the season for warm drinks, for example, a delicious hot apple cider from a local market. Because my family gathers for Thanksgiving, it's a special time for us. We cook a big meal and share what we're thankful for. Finally, I think autumn prepares everyone for the quiet winter ahead. It's a very calm and peaceful season that always makes me feel happy.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
I heard you're feeling overwhelmed with your tasks, and I wanted to offer some help. It's normal when starting a new role, but with a good plan, you will feel much more in control of your day. First, you should make a to-do list each morning. Decide which tasks are most important and mark them with a star. This helps you focus on what really matters and gives you a clear starting point for your work. Second, I would suggest using time blocking. You can assign specific time slots in your calendar for each major task. This is a consistent strategy to prevent distractions, and it makes your day feel more organized and less stressful. Finally, remember to be flexible. Sometimes unexpected things happen and you might need to change your plan. You should also build short breaks into your schedule. This allows you to recharge and adjust if a new priority appears. I'm sure these steps will help you succeed. Let me know how it goes.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
Hello, I'd like to talk about my wonderful neighbor, Mrs. Gable. When I first moved into my house a few years ago, I felt a bit lonely and didn't know anyone. I was also learning many new things about living in a Canadian neighborhood. One very cold winter morning, I looked outside my window. I saw her clearing all the snow from my front path with her shovel. I quickly put on my jacket and went out to thank her. She just smiled warmly and said it was no trouble at all. She also explained the local rules for sidewalk clearing, which I didn't know about. I felt so relieved and welcomed. That simple act of kindness was truly memorable for me. Because of her, I immediately felt like part of the community. It taught me the value of helping others without being asked, so now I always try to do the same for people on my street.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
This picture shows a happy outdoor scene, probably a picnic or barbecue in a park. There's a large group of people, including adults and children, gathered around a picnic table. The weather looks warm and sunny with lots of green trees in the background. In the center of the image, the group is making a toast. There are 7 people altogether, and they are all smiling and raising their glasses. On the table, there is plenty of food, including 2 loaves of bread, several bowls of salad, and individual plates. The man standing in the back wears a red and blue plaid shirt and glasses. A little girl is sitting on a woman's lap on the right side. Overall, the atmosphere seems very friendly and lively.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
In this picture, a group of friends or family are happily celebrating with a toast. First, I think they will all clink their glasses together and shout, "Cheers!" After that, everyone is going to take a sip of their drink and finally start eating the food on the table. The bread and salads look fresh, so they will probably enjoy their meal a lot. Then the conversation and laughter will likely continue. If the children finish their food before the adults, they might ask to go play. They will probably run around on the grass behind the table. I believe they are going to stay in the park for a few more hours. It will continue to be a very lively and enjoyable gathering for everyone involved.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
Hey, I've looked at both tents, and I really think we should choose the lakeside cabin. My main reason is that it's much more spacious than the Trailblazer. Since it's a four-person tent, we'll have extra room for our bags and we won't feel cramped. Second, the lakeside cabin is made from durable fabric. This means it will last longer and be a better investment for future camping trips. The Trailblazer is cheaper, but it might not handle rain or wind as well. Finally, I love that the lakeside cabin has a covered entrance. This feature is more practical for keeping our shoes dry if it rains. The Trailblazer is lighter, but since we are driving to the campsite, weight isn't a big issue for us. I just think we'll be more comfortable in the bigger tent. What do you think?
Start speaking now. Time is up.
Okay, I see the pop-up pod, and while the fast setup is nice, I still believe the lakeside cabin is the superior choice for us. First, the cabin tent size is a huge advantage that we would miss. We will have space to relax inside if the weather gets bad. Also, think about the long-term benefit of our choice. The cabin's heavy-duty material means its durability is much higher. We can use it for many years. The pop-up pod is convenient, but those instant-style tents can sometimes break easily. If one of its special poles snaps, we might not be able to fix it on a trip. The lakeside cabin has a simple, strong frame that is much more reliable for our future plans. I'm confident that choosing the cabin tent is the smarter decision for comfort and long-term use.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
Hi, I'm calling about my volunteer shift for the kids' art class this Saturday. An unavoidable and very important personal commitment has just come up. Unfortunately, it conflicts directly with the time I am scheduled to be at the center. I feel terrible about this timing, so I have already worked on a solution. First, all the art supplies are prepared and organized in the usual cupboard. I also created a simple one-page instruction sheet with pictures for the project. My friend Alex, who sometimes volunteers here, has agreed to cover for me. He is great with children and knows the center's rules well. I could meet him on Friday to review the lesson plan. Then he can just show up on Saturday morning ready to go. Because he's an approved volunteer, there shouldn't be any safety concerns. This way, we don't have to cancel the class and disappoint the kids. I am very sorry for any inconvenience this causes. I really hope this seems like a practical and reasonable plan to you. Hi, Mark. Thank you so much for organizing the surprise party. I am so excited, but I have a major scheduling conflict I need to discuss. I absolutely cannot miss celebrating this special day with everyone. I have a volunteer commitment leading a children's art class at the exact same time. It's a very popular program, so canceling at the last minute would be very unfair to the kids and their parents. I feel a strong responsibility to be there. However, I have a suggestion. I could pre-record a funny and heartfelt video message for her. You might play it for her with the other messages right after the surprise. Then my class finishes at 2 p.m., so I can rush over immediately after. I will probably arrive by 2:30 p.m. and still get to spend several hours at the party. This solution feels like a good compromise because I can honor both commitments. It's the most practical way for me to handle this difficult situation.
Start speaking now. Time is up.
I completely agree with this statement. I believe replacing traditional textbooks with digital tablets would be extremely beneficial for students in today's world. This change can make learning more efficient and much more engaging for young people. First, tablets are much lighter and more practical to carry than multiple heavy books. Many children develop back problems from carrying oversized backpacks every day. For example, my own nephew's school bag is incredibly heavy. A single tablet could hold all his learning materials, which is a huge physical advantage. Also, digital content is much easier and cheaper to update. When a new scientific discovery is made, schools can update the ebook instantly. They don't need to buy thousands of expensive new textbooks. Furthermore, tablets can make lessons more interactive. Students can watch educational videos, explore 3D models, or take fun quizzes right on their device. Because the content is more dynamic, it helps students who are visual learners. However, I know some people worry that tablets could be a distraction. Schools would need to have strong rules to ensure students stay focused. Despite that, I think the overall positive impact is clear. It's a modern and beneficial change for education.
Start speaking now. Time is up. Time is up.
Hey Alex, you will not believe what I'm seeing right now. I'm down at the waterfront park with hundreds of other people, and I had to call you. The view is absolutely incredible. First, the entire sky is filled with dozens of shooting stars. They are all streaking downwards at the same time, like a shower of bright lights. The sky behind them is this beautiful dark blue color at the top, and it fades to a warm orange glow near the horizon. Also, this is all happening right above the city skyline. You can see the dark shapes of all the tall buildings with their lights on. It feels so magical and quiet, even with so many people here. Everyone is just looking up and some are trying to take pictures with their phones. It's such a remarkable and unexpected event. I wish you could be here to see it with me. Do you think it will be on the news later?